Look at me. I look like Mommy Gio Abi, but hello, my darlings. How is everyone doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're fine. But yes, these kids on holidays, and yeah, the frequency, the frequency to go to grocery has increased. Back and forth store. That is what we've been doing. It's raining cat and dog here. If I have my way, I would have stayed back in bed. But hey, we don't have food at home, so you know, in an African home, right? If you don't have stew and you don't have soup, almost forget it. And you don't have dodo, plantain, right? Plantain. If you don't have those things, you don't have any other thing in the house is still considered no food in the house. According to our own standard, though, I know yours is different, but according to our standard African parents, if you don't have these things in the house, so yeah, come with me to Wazobia. I'm going to Wazobia Market. It's an African store where we get our stuff. So I will get some stuff from here and then go to Kroger or Walmart where we get other stuff from. So come with me. I hope everybody's fine. If you're not part of this family yet, what did I do you? What did I do you? This is a very good time to join the family. This is a very good time to come and be part of this beautiful the light came on and everywhere just, oh, this is good. I had to tie. Look at me looking like Mommy Gio. I had to tie my hair because I was not in the mood to comb it at all. So I had to tie it and look like Mommy Gio. That is why. All right, let's go to the store. Let's go inside. All right, so let's. This is African market, and I definitely will take this.
If at first you don't make it, when you begin, just keep on trying, you will win. Yes, one day you don't become the greatest in the beginning. Just keep on going, just knowing you should never give in. Yes, we don't give up, no. If at first no one else is the things that you see, remember that's how life is meant to be. Yes, also just say yeah. If at first no one else dreams the dreams that you dream, remember life ain't always what it seems.
Definitely.
So just shake it up, the darkest nights. Just shake it up, my friend. So just shake it up, the darkest nights. 'Cause your sun will always shine again. If at first you seem crazy to most people in town, just listen to the inside voice and double down. If at first you seem lazy because you're not running around, I know positive vibration louder than sound. Yes, I know. So just shake it up.
Sorry, I had to do a voiceover because I don't want any copyright on my phone, on my video. Sorry, you know how it is now. They'll just come and claim your video for copyright. So yeah, I had to do a voiceover. But yes, I'm still here. All right, so as I'm doing the shopping, right, I want us to have this conversation as a parent. I want us to. So I was discussing with someone, and she actually was narrating her ordeal, what her daughter experienced in school. This happened in Nigeria anyway, and she was telling me, the corporal punishment. I won't even say corporal punishment. punishment, but basically the teacher put her hands on the child and ended up hurting the child, gave the child some marks. And we were talking, I'm like, see, there are things I don't understand. And you know, some of these conversations needs to be it should be, I don't know if it's part of you know, when they have their parents teachers meeting or whatever. I don't know if parents ever bring this up, but you know, I think it is a conversation, because I have seen, I have heard, watched videos, I've heard stories of how children even pass to glory, okay, because of all these things, okay. And I now told her, I said, this is why my husband and I have placed an embargo. Like, no, that is what one thing we are intentional about. You do not, as an outsider, you do not have the permission, with capital letters. In fact, the way my husband, they pull ears, the way my husband talks about it, like he's going to have a big, you know, drama with whoever puts his or her hands on their child, on his child. But and she was surprised at first. I said, yes, no, nobody has the permission. I am telling you, you do not have. The highest you can do is please call us. Wherever we are, we'll pick up our child, and we know how to handle it spiritually, handle it physically, handle it, so whichever way. We know our children and we know how to handle them, okay. And God has been faithful. But yes, because of all the stories we have heard, and my husband was saying something, in fact, when he even put down reasons on why he said no, people, outsiders do not have permissions to put their hands on his children. I agreed with him, because there is so much going on out there. There is so much, I'm telling you, so much going on. Let me tell you, this world is full of the good, the bad, the ugly. This world is full of, you know, spiritual wicked people in human form. So yeah, we are very intentional. Hobby is here. I was telling Hobby we are going to have that conversation, babe. So please just highlight why you said people do not have permissions to put their hands on your children.
No, they can't.
Oh God, don't talk more. In fact, this topic, the way he jumps into it, because there's so much. Okay, babe, let me let you talk. Yeah.
No, they can't. I think it is only the parents of a child that know the child real well. They know the child's medical history. They know the child's emotional and psychological history. Okay. And they have a lot of history about the child. So you just a stranger just pouncing on a child without having any background
exactly
of the child, you could do a lot of harm.
Especially, babe, medical history.
Yeah. You could do a lot of harm to that child. And aside that too, you know, I'm concerned about the spirituality of people putting their hands on my child. Because people are carrying all manner of spirits.
I agree with you.
You know, and they can transfer some of these negative spirits, spirit of fear especially, and intimidation.
Exactly.
They can infuse that spirit into the child. Then the child lives the rest of his life or her life, you know, in fear. Fear shadow, fear everything. You know, lizard pass in fear, cockroach pass in fear.
Exactly.
You know, those kind of stuff. They having bad dreams and stuff like that.
You also mentioned something about even the person who you don't even know their emotional state.
Yeah,
yes, you said something like that.
Because a lot of people are sick too themselves. I mean, adults.
Yeah.
These adults that are going to be putting their hands on children, a lot of them are mentally, you know, sick.
Not okay. Yeah, exactly.
You know, and they just transfer all that
aggression
or, you know, whatever is going on with them. You know, they just lay everything on the child,
looking for where to lash out.
Yeah. So nobody can put their hands on my if my child has any problem with you, report my child to me.
Tell them to to come and pick up your child.
I know how to discipline my child.
That's right.
Okay, even as a Christian too, it is the sole responsibility of the parents, okay, to train their children. All right, Bible says train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
That's right.
Right? It is my responsibility. The child came to this world through me. Okay? So I take full responsibility for that. Don't do my job for me without my permission.
That's right. That's right.
Don't play my role without my permission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you justify pouncing on a child until they fall and they never get up, and you say you are trying to correct? How do you give a child how many strokes? Like, you have physical.
But that is a problem. That is a problem.
Parents, do you people really have conversations
that is a problem, okay? Because they associate discipline with whipping. Okay? Discipline does not mean whipping. They are two different things. Discipline means guidance. Okay? If a child has done something wrong, it is your job to guide the child. It's just like, like a shepherd. If your sheep falls into a pit, it is not whip. You're not going to whip that sheep out of the pit.
My goodness.
Do you understand?
Help us.
That's why the shepherd carries the staff. You see, that staff is not to whip. The staff is, if your sheep falls into a pit or gets into a dangerous place, you use the staff to pull.
Oh my goodness.
To pull the sheep out.
Oh, not beating the sheep.
Not beating the sheep. You see what I'm saying? And the other purpose, the staff, that rod and staff, the other purpose it serves is this: your sheep is getting into a dangerous area, lane,
yes,
or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, you use the staff, the rod, to redirect.
Oh my God.
To redirect the sheep. You don't use it to whip sheep.
Man.
So people make this mistake. Discipline is actually a family word with discipleship.
You see this Bible?
They all belong to the same family. Okay? Discipleship. Yeah. Disciple and discipline. They are family words. You see what I'm saying? So if you're discipling somebody, it means you are grooming the person, molding the person.
And it entails,
you see what I'm saying? So you yourself, that is, you have to be very patient.
Very patient. And
don't transfer your aggression and all these things on somebody.
People are not patient anymore.
Yeah.
People are not patient anymore.
You carry all your problems from all over. You come and transfer it on a child.
Yes.
All in the name of discipline. So
that's not discipline. That's yeah. So
even me as a parent, I came to that point where I'm not going to do this again.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I won't do it. But
let us know at the comments. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Let us know at the comment section what you think. But I think it's about time. All these medicine medication after death. How do they say it? Medicine after death. We keep having the same. I mean, I couldn't even, when she was describing, the child's wound, I'm like, are you serious? Are you for real? And we keep seeing this over and over and over and over and over again. People need to start having, proper conversation. After all, my husband will humorously say, all these people, these politicians, they don't flog them, they flog them, they still talk down. Peking, just as he said, we have to be patient and be well intentional about grooming those children God privileged us to bring into the world. But people want to do drive-through, people want to do shortcuts, people do not want to go through the process. To be a parent, you have to be, to be a parent, to be a guardian, to be a, to be a teacher, to be, you need all the prayers. You need it. I see it as a calling. Honestly, working with children is a different kind of calling, because first of all, these children will push all your buttons. They will turn all your buttons on. But you have to be intentional with pumping the word into them. Intentional with sitting down with them and having very, very rigorous conversations. And time to grind them, you grind them. Time to actually punish them, you punish them. But they should also know the impact. All these things should have an impact. Do you know, babe, it got to a time in high school, I'm telling you this for free. It got to high school, flogging was nothing to us. Like, we will make noise, not be flog. We got so used to it that flogging was no longer a thing to us. So we'll just go ahead and make noise anyway. As we make the noise, they will come. In fact, as you put your hands and they are flogging you and you're indifferent, as you're not moving, no emotions, nothing, they will be hailing you like, you are a tough girl, you are a tough boy. You go to that point because it wasn't doing nothing, So we have to go through the process.
So apparently it's not an effective way.
It's not. Nobody is driving. Yes, spanking is
correcting.
Yes, spanking is part of it, but people want to see spanking as the only tool to correct a child.
No,
and it won't. It doesn't work like that.
The thing is, a lot of people are naturally. A lot of people, I guess, it's because of the environment we grew up in. Okay, so a lot of us we just grew up as bullies. Okay, as people that must be listened to. They're not ready to listen to others, but they must be listened to. Okay, and they transfer the same behavior when dealing with children, forgetting that children also have a mind of their own.
And they want you to hear them,
they are kids, but you need to be able to listen to them. Okay, hear their own, the way they perceive or view things. You see what I'm saying? Now, it is when you listen to them, then you are now.
Oh, we had to bring this conversation to an end. But anyways, we have to make another video. Hobby and I, in fact, he has promised me, because to catch him is always, but hey, God, you help us. Because this is one conversation we need to have as parents. We all need to have it. And God will help us. We are privileged vessels, and God will help us to bring them up, and all of them will fulfill their glorious destiny. All of them will operate in their glorious destiny in Jesus' name. And God will help our teachers also. And I think, we need to also, investing in prayers, investing in the word, investing in proper education, proper orientation of our teachers. Honestly, they need to go through that proper orientation on how to work with kids. Not just, I have graduated from I have masters in education, so I'm ready to teach. Working with kids, like I said, requires a whole lot. But anyways, we are going to take time to have this conversation again. We love you guys. Take care. Stay blessed. Our children, it is well with them. They are blessed in Jesus' name. If you are not part of this family, a good time to join. Please join this family. We love you guys. Take care. Bye.